What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Friday, everybody. Got a full show for you today. Full-ish, I suppose. Kind of full. Semi-full. There we go. Just doing some ads in the background, you know. Getting some free stuff for my Hero Wars mobile account. Big news today. Big news today, right? The new Titan, the new light tank Titan has been teased. Tank Titan teased. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. We're gonna talk about the Hero Wars mobile event. We're gonna do some Clash of Worlds shenanigans, and then yeah, we'll wrap it up and have a nice, happy weekend. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about this video. We're gonna keep it muted so I don't get copyright struck. Kind of cool. I like it. You know, dude drops in, got some wings. His shoulder pads become wings and all of that. Why is this in German? There we go. Embrace the fortitude of the lights. Vengeful Barrier is his ability. Vengeful Barrier is the ultimate, yeah. Repel the corruption of darkness, and you know, it does some good stuff. It does some good stuff. Not a lot is really shared, and then Supernova, of course, is the light totem. Summon Rigel. I'm not sure. I need to figure out how to pronounce it. February 10th. That's what? It's next weekend's event, right? Not much to go on here. We don't have a ton of information about the events. Yeah, next Friday about the event or about the Titan itself. Fortunately, why do I have some Allen keys in there? Hulk Angel, absolutely. That's a perfect name. We're gonna start calling him Hulk Angel instead of Regal. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of fun. He looks kind of cool, right? I think he looks better than Brewstar. Brewstar looks like a potato with a pitchfork for a face. I've always been a fan of paladins and that kind of mythos, I guess. You know, light-based powers and spells and stuff in the various RPGs and video games that that I've been a part of in my life. So I'm a pretty big fan of this. I'm pretty excited to see what the light Super Titan ends up looking like, what he ends up doing. But obviously, we'll get the Darkness Super Titan first, and we will do a whole video on that as well. Probably Rigel, assuming it is like the star. Oh, cool. Rigel. Very cool. What happened to the Battle Pass? Gibby 965. They have seasons at different team levels all the way up. Well, most of the way up. Brewstar is pretty decent if leveled. Man, there's such a back and forth about these new Titans all over the place. Such a back and forth. They are worth leveling if you are done with your main team, or if you're a relatively new player and you haven't started building a primary Titan team yet. Definitely worth looking into. I was hoping to have a Brewstar video out by now, as far as like good team compositions and ways to defeat him and all of that. I saw Coco put a video out. I wasn't real huge on the content there, but had some interesting topics. Definitely need to reference that in a future live stream as well, because I haven't really talked to Coco in a while, although he's been not posting as much as he used to, I suppose. But this Light Titan, once we get some information about him, we'll try him out. But I promise you that all the big guilds will be leveling Rigel up, just like they've been leveling up Brewstar, because you need him. You need him for the Sun Temple in the Clash of Worlds, right? You need him for the Sun Temple, just like you need Brewstar for the Moon Temple. I like his big glowy fists. He's gonna fist Brewstar right in his face. Demonetized. Rigel's ability, for those of you that don't recall our discussion about a week or so ago, is basically this. Casts a shield on himself. The shield can absorb up to an amount of damage. If the shield is destroyed or if the shield is recast, the shield explodes, dealing damage and stunning nearby enemies for a while. Right? If destroyed or recast, the shield explodes, dealing damage and stunning nearby enemies. Does have a little bit of overlap with other heroes, other Titans that can do some stun action. Right? Titans that focus on the front line, like Sylvan. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Get this going here. Who was it? No, it was a Moan, right? Targets stunned. If there are any stunned enemies on the battlefield, all projectiles are launched at the nearest stunned enemy once activated. So there's going to be a little bit of overlap with Amon here and Rigel. Obviously, they're both Light Titans, but it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of frontline damage with these guys. A lot of frontline damage. Now, the funny thing is Sigurd's just going to be like, ha, shield, no big deal. No big deal. You should Sebastian against Light Tank? Absolutely. Absolutely. Steven Rigel, the action actor's name. No, you're thinking of Steven Seagal, right? Or is there a Steven Rigel? I don't know. Yeah. So I think easy answer for team building for for Rigel until we get some time to play test with him a little bit more. You know, since we know what the skill does, right? Stuns nearby enemies. Obviously going to be stunning the tank first. All right. Blocking damage, always good. I think Amon's going to be great. All right. Restores a total of health on each healing the sphere. Targets the lowest health ally. I don't know. What's up, KTS Amon? I think it is Rigel, like the Frog Emperor from Farscape. Okay. Probably a Slavic name. I believe it is Rigel based on the star, based on what other people have mentioned earlier in the chat. Steven Regal is a wrestler. Oh, he is. Yeah. Wrestler from, is he still wrestling? Late 80s, 90s wrestler? Yeah. Looking forward to the event and, you know, continuing the discussion just a little bit more. Keep this up here while we finish this up. I don't have any of the tasks yet, or at least Loadrunner hasn't leaked them. None of the other leakers that I've been chatting with have leaked them. We are leak free. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably going to be a 3. Well, I know it's a 3-day event. Probably going to have to level up Light Titan. Well, I guess we could look at the Darkness, the Brewstar event. It's probably a mirror of the Brewstar event, right? Yeah, it's probably like a 100% 1-to-1 to the Brewstar event. What was it called? The Dark Guardian. Was that the name of the yeah, the Dark Guardian. There we go. Probably going to be an exact mirror. So, log in, reach VIP level. Let's see. Buy VIP. Let's see. Spend emeralds. Spend energy. Right? And then open chest in Outland. Upgrade any Titan's skin. And then upgrade any Titan levels. Let's just double check here. Yeah, upgrade any Titan skin, and then that's it. That is it. 8 tasks. Best guess. That's an assumption, probably a safe assumption. You know, if you want to get a bunch of Rigel Soulstones or Rigel dolls for the event, and here are what is in the Rigel dolls, in all likelihood. Right, making assumptions again. You're going to get more Rigel dolls, 5, 10, or 30 Rigel Soulstones, and then a plethora of fun Titan leveling resources. Artifact Seal Chest, chest of Support Titan. That's weird. It should be chest of Tank Titan, shouldn't it be? Yeah. Yep. Rigel is going to be another good tank, but he is weak against Judge. Like everything else in Hero Wars, Judge is OP. Absolutely. Oliver says, I'm skipping totally this event. I will get him to 3 stars, and that is enough. They lowered our chances to get more Titan Souls from the events. We can only get 3 stars now if we don't spend. I disagree, Oliver. I routinely have been getting my Titans to 4 stars. But maybe my per-day spending is slightly higher than yours, I guess. Yeah. Could be. And, you know, don't forget, everybody, that eventually they will be added to the summoning spheres, right? Brewstar isn't here yet, and Rigel isn't here yet, but they will be added to the Circle of Summoning eventually. 100% they will be. If you want just like a nice pile of Titan leveling resources, go crazy on the event. Go crazy, folks. Don't forget that event said any, but it was Dark Titan, wasn't it? No, Rich, you're thinking of a different event. You're thinking of a it was a light Titan event a couple of weeks ago that had the typo in the text. What's up, Yusuf? If you spend on Outland emeralds and other things, yeah, obviously spending your emeralds on high priority things is ideal. Not just on random crap. Start stacking up some Titan potions. Get that at least finish that one out. The leveling any Titan. I finally got the first 2 Dark and Light Titans to Absolute Star. Now I have to start over with the Titans. The tanks? Yep, Kevin. It's alright, it won't take too long. It won't take too long. All right. Over on Hero Wars Mobile, leveling up my ginger a little bit. Over on Hero Wars Mobile, we have an event for the Undead. Right, 8 tasks to this event. Very, very similar to other events like this that we've had in the past. This event happens to be focused on Kira for whatever reason, which I find curious, but I'm not I'm not mad at it. Not really mad at it. The dolls that you get. Here, let's go ahead and pull this open right here. The Eternity Shop has seen some inflation. We have a little bit of inflation in here. We're going to be laying off our workforce. The 30% of the undead will be laid off by the end of the month. I want to thank Robert for giving me the heads up on this as we go into the live stream today. I don't know if you guys recall, but some of the better items were significantly less than 8,500. I don't remember exactly what they were. Were they 6,000? 7,000. There were 7,000 coins and now they're 8,500 coins. Also not giving you soul stones by completing tasks. I guess Hero Wars is really done with soul stone events for specific heroes. Yeah, so we'll talk about that in just a second. Talk about that in just a second. In this shop, by the way, the conversion rate at the end of the event for the Eternity coins is let's see, it's 800. It's 800 equals 1 chest, 1 Eternity chest right here. All right, and the dolls, the Eternity dolls, basically will give you soul stones for undead. I'm sorry, Way of Eternity heroes, as well as some resources to level your heroes. You have XP potions in gold, right? You have some runes. And that's really it, right? You need gold to level your runes, or your glyphs, I should say. You need gold to level up your heroes' skills. Good event for new players. Absolutely fantastic event for new players. All right, just play regular day-to-day stuff. Collect some of these dolls, and you're going to be doing very well. It's going to be a nice little boost to your team if you play the Way of Eternity heroes. They made it so that Kira is attainable via purchase in this shop, which I do find very strange. It does seem like, speaking to what Robert said, and appreciate you mentioned that earlier, it does seem like that the basic Soulstone events have kind of disappeared for now, and in their place is the ability to directly buy hero evolutions, which I'll be honest with you, from a visceral, like a dopamine standpoint, this is way more interesting to me. Spending 22,000 to get a 5-star Kira, this is way more interesting than me than collecting a currency, right? You just collect a currency, which that's effectively what you're doing anyway. You're collecting a Way of Eternity coins to use it to spend to get this. But instead of having like a random chance to get soul stones, which admittedly does benefit you in other events that, you know, want you to collect hero soul stones, you're getting it. You're just like immediately clicking the button, you get it, right? The dopamine receptors are definitely going to be stronger with this one. Psychology selling in mobile games for sure. And then the Eternity chests, these are fantastic resources for the more advanced players, and, you know, potentially even the newer players as well. If you have all the soul stones that you need, that is. This is going to be for a lot of the other stuff that you need for undead heroes, right? The big thing in here is a ton of Way of Eternity specific artifacts. However, there are some high probability of Chaos Core action, 17.33%. Additionally, you have the generic Artifact Essence Scroll and Metal Chest, 5% chance each. And of course, those are the items that give you... There's these bad boys right here. You choose your rarity and then select your quantity. You get 12 of the gray or 2 of the orange, and it scales all the way up. Be very careful with this because unlike Facebook and web, you can't trade down if you had to. Right? If you had to. Goodbye right there. Very goodbye. If you're leveling Way of Eternity heroes. On this account, I am not. So I'm not really going to be leaning into this too much. I'm going to say the same thing that I say all the time. When we're talking about event shops like this that have items, I know it's kind of controversial, but just buy the item that you need. It's going to save you time, right? Higher quality items that take a ton of time, like weeks and weeks and weeks of farming to get Lycanthrope Fangs, Lamort's map, you know, Unity of Extremes. This is the recipe. This isn't the full item. Be mindful of that. Or is this the full item? It can't be just the recipe for 11. It's got to be the full item for 11, right? It's got to be the full item for 11,000, right? No, 11,000 would be too low, right? Yeah, it's this item right here. 11,000 for... Oh, the recipe fragment. So it is the full item. It is the full item, yeah. Because the fragments is the smaller piece. So this is the full item. Cool. The full recipe, that would be cheap. I think that's a great deal. Unity of Extremes is definitely worth considering. It takes a long time to farm Unity of Extremes. A lot of heroes need them. That's great value. I would love to see this in Facebook and web more often. It's just the recipe. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to save up and buy one and see what happens. I don't know. It's only the recipe. Okay. It's just the recipe for 11K. So what's the... What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? What am I not saying that's... So you have the Unity of Extremes, right? And you have this item. It's this item right here, right? This is what we're talking about. It's this one item, not one of these. It's this one item, right? Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. If it were the big thing right here, it would be probably a lot more, right? The Lycanthrope Fangs, I mean, you need for every man, I gotta stop backing out here. For every Unity of Extremes, you need what, 3? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need 4 Lycanthrope Fangs. Is that right? 4? Yeah. 4? It just takes forever. It just takes forever. I don't know. So you look at 150 items here for 11,000. And these are 80 items for 8,500. I mean, I know that there is some variance. You need 6? Okay, all right. Well, whatever the case is, you need a ton of Lycanthrope Fangs for a lot of these heroes, right? Lycanthrope Fangs You get 80 for 8,500. The Univ Extremes recipe, you get 150 items, orange items, for 11,000. So the value per item fragment is much higher with the more expensive stuff. But, you know, without getting into the conversation about efficient farming, this versus that, because, like, you know, you look at the what it takes to farm. Does Nebula have any? I'm sure she does. Yeah, so if we looked at what it takes to farm these, I don't know, I don't have them unlocked here. Maybe one or other of these is a easier thing to farm. But see, these are more expensive missions than the Lycanthrope's Fangs are. Oops. You do like Chapter 9 missions. I don't know. The more expensive the item, it seems like the more efficient it gets. I always buy skin stones. Everything else is energy overtime. Encourage buying the recipe. Yeah. Buy the recipe and fangs from shop, farm the rest. So, Griff brings up a good point. If you don't know what to get, and maybe you're leveling heroes that you don't need these items yet, and even if you don't need the items, by the way, I would still probably recommend buying Lycanthrope Fangs, Lamort's maps, and the UE recipe. You can buy artifact stuff. I think that the most efficient continues to be skin stones. It just continues to be skin stones. It's not as efficient as buying emeralds and spinning emeralds on Outland chests, but as far as, like, if you've already earned the Way of Eternity coins, it'll be literal years of playing before you run out of the need for skin stones. Ruler's Globus at 46,000, which requires 2 Alucard's amulets, is a better value. That is true. That is true. Is this the most expensive item? Alucard's amulet. This is a good shop, guys. This is a really good shop. This is filled with good items. Filled with great items. I'm going to buy a couple Apostles Maces when I can. Looks like I'm going to buy 1 Apostles Mace. Nah, this is pretty easy to farm. I'm not going to worry about this. Can anyone tell me how long it took for them to finish the Adventure 14 last part on Facebook Web? Because I like 10 every time I play and it needs 300. I can't remember. Spending 80,000 emeralds in Outland chests for this event and buying skin stones is about equal to an Outland sale. Oh, okay. Thanks, Griff. Alan says, outfitted 3 heroes with the Ruler's Globus and Alucard's amulets over the last month. Okay. Took the entire month. Nice. So this is a great shop. You know, great shop. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the event. I'm not really saying it's a fun event. Obviously, there's nothing actually happening here in this event. You're not fighting anything. We were hoping that it was going to be a brawl style event, right? Like a week ago or whatever. We thought potentially maybe even a Emerald Dolls. Nice. We thought potentially maybe even a rework. Although it didn't actually say, and so we didn't, you know, I wasn't putting too much stock in that. But it's a good event, right? Just play the game like you normally would. Just play the game like you normally would. Take the free rewards. Move on with your life. I gotta level up a glyph here. Collect all. Live stream on Tuesday, but we'll talk about that in just a second. You know what? Let's talk about it now. Let's just talk about it now. Here we go. For mobile, we have a giveaway live stream. There's no content on the live stream. It's Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. UTC. Tuesday, February 7th, right? It's a 700,000 subscriber live stream, 700,000 subscribers to the Hero Wars mobile YouTube channel. All right. This post was on Facebook. Go to the Hero Wars mobile Facebook page. It's also all over their Discord and their Instagram, probably their Twitter too. But you can see I didn't... to participate in the contest, leave one comment with your account ID under this video. It's like one of the more recent... one of the more recent videos. Yeah, it's this guy right here. Giveaway contest, leave a comment with the game ID. I'll put this in the description. I'll put this in the description of my live stream right now. Edits. Let's see. Hero Wars mobile live stream Tuesday, Feb 7th. There we go. There we go. If you haven't already, go leave a comment on this video. Like I said, I just put it in the description of the YouTube live stream. Go refresh the stream and leave a comment for a chance to win. For a chance to win. For new players, it's much harder to get Super Titans than before, since all Titan events now are for new Titans. You'll get there. You'll get there. Get there. One sec. Is it this one? I think it's this one. So I wanted to give a shout out to Eagle Eye Gaming. Put out a video yesterday or the day before. Maybe it was this morning. I don't even know. Put out a video on how to beat Julius Fart. Julius, Tristan, Artemis, Fafnir. Artemis, Tristan, Fafnir. Right. We're seeing this more and more. This defensive team on the right, Fafnir, Artemis, and Tristan are an insanely strong, random, high damage output team. And you add in Julius, it's a different monster altogether. Not the same kind of strategy 100%, right? Sometimes you use a more offensive hero, like another Way of Honor hero out there, to get the bonus energy gain or whatever from Tristan. Very strong hero. And Eagle Eye Gaming put this video out. This is the team on the left that can beat this team on the right. But I wanted to use it. Not, by the way, the full link to the video, which is just some music playing to some fights. And by the way, he lost every fight with the exception of this one. In his how to beat this team video. The team on the left has a couple of specific heroes that I wanted to reference, and there's a reason why I wanted to reference them. So he says in the annotation here, this team works well, try 2 or 3 times. It works well. It doesn't work every time. But what do we have here? What do we have here? So you have a part of the E3D team, right? Elmir, Daredevil, Dorian, Darkstar. That's part of the E3D team, right? In this instance, we're using Elmir and Daredevil, and in place of Darkstar, we're using Sebastian. And there's a very specific reason why, stun, prevention, bonus crit damage is why, not bonus crit damage, bonus pure damage on critical hits is a big part of why Sebastian is here. And of course, Elmir jumping to the back line, he gets the aura from Dorian. So, facing off against Julius teams, and this isn't going to always be the case, guys. This isn't going to be 100% of the time, but you need to get him out of the equation. You need to get him out. And I believe, by the way, that Iris was not added to Hero Wars Mobile with the same skills that she has on Facebook and web because they wanted Julius to be stronger. If Iris from Facebook and web was on mobile, she would obliterate Julius. It would just be like, he would be dead. It wouldn't be a thing. This wouldn't be a meta team, whatever. Chaba eat Julius, another great situation here. So Elmir has one thing about him. He does damage to a single target. He does a lot of damage. He has an armor penetration artifact. He can dodge. He needs to dodge to avoid damage from the enemy team. He is doing a lot of single target damage to the Julius hero, tank hero that needs to die first. And whenever you have a hero that jumps behind Daredevil, referencing Daredevil's fire support ability, where are you? I meant to have this pulled up. There you go. Fire support. Let me zoom in a little bit. So, Daredevil performs an extra basic attack every time the enemy behind Daredevil attacks, right? We all know how the E3D team works. Elmir jumps behind Daredevil. He does a bunch of attacks, basic attacks, which causes Daredevil to do more attacks, right? And the more she crits, the more pure damage that she churns out because of Sebastian. Each time she critical hits, she increases her physical attack. And, you know, these other abilities, this shoots the nearest target 5 times. So these two heroes are very strong at taking out a frontline hero, right? And until Julius has some more defenses, he has more defenses, I think this is going to be a great combo. Elmir, Daredevil, maybe Dorian, maybe another hero, healer, maybe Sebastian, maybe Darkstar. I think that this is how you do it, right? Not going to be groundbreaking new information to some of you, but I saw that he had posted this video, and it's a nice illustration as to how to take out these kinds of teams, right? Iris worked pretty well with small investment on Facebook Web. Yep. I have Aurora, Celeste, Martha, and Sebastian. Aurora, Celeste, Martha, and Sebastian. Please recommend a specific 5th hero, which is not Iris. It could be a lot of people there. Leon. Arachne. Maya. Maya would be good. Percy, yeah, this is Hero Wars Mobile that I'm showing you. And for what it's worth, this screenshot from Eagle Eye Gaming's video is a mobile screenshot as well. I have Dante Iris too, and Iris is sometimes taken out by Yasmin before I can get her healed up. Yep. Yep. So I thought it would be fun, you know, not only to share a cool strategy, but also, you know, you guys should go check out Eagle Eye Gaming if you're a mobile player. He's one of the I don't think he's the best anymore, but he's one of the most popular mobile YouTubers, mobile specific YouTubers, Hero Wars mobile YouTubers, I should say. Let's watch the fight. Let's watch the fight. All right. Maybe we don't watch the fight. Goes down fast. If Julius's masquerade skin isn't like an armor skin, then... Oh, the other thing that I kind of wanted to mention. All of Elmir's clones are kind of a soft counter to Artemis also, right? Kind of a soft counter to Artemis. Her ult, which is so scary. You guys remember a time when everybody laughed at Artemis? You guys remember that? Artemis launches a barrage of shots, striking enemies with a rain of arrows. Kind of a soft counter. In addition to Assad's channel, I highly encourage mobile players to check out Sudden Death. Yeah, I think Sudden Death is definitely a great channel. I'm gonna talk about them probably next. I think Fridays I might talk about other YouTubers a little bit more. Since I guess people have been, some of the more prominent YouTubers have been posting less. I don't know if you guys realize, but I've been posting less too. I've been posting less as well. Okay. Let's fight OSH, guys. You want to do that? Here we go. Here we go. We've already beat the 150. Well, I'm not going to do anything today. That is unfortunate. All right, so this is what we're going to do then. I guess I don't get to take any notes or any kind of screenshots. It looks like I'm not going to get the what happened here? I may have to start doing my OSH hits in the morning. If my guild is going to take down the team so quickly, all right, so we're going to do the 8-second thing. We're going to hold down the 5 button until the 152 mark, and then we will press the auto button. There we go. Charlie, have you watched any of Sudden Death's stuff since I mentioned? Yes. Yeah, the problem, like you said there, Robert, is his videos are just too long. It's just too long to watch, which is probably what's holding him back from... Nebula died first. Wow. I'll probably be able to squeak out about 6 million. 5.5. Okay. Okay. Not bad, 5.5. The problem is there's no way that any of my other teams are going to get... There's no way that my other teams are going to get 4.5 million. Like, it's just not going to happen. Okay, let's see. So last week we did with Iris and Yasmin and Celeste. Fenris, Kane. Let's see what we can do at least. Iris got biscuits. I mean, we put Albus on here. I mean, she's just gonna die immediately. I don't even know. Whatever. Whatever. Nice. 150K. Cool. Cool. Oh, man. Oliver, Fenris, Corvus, Axel, Chorus. Wait a second. Wait a second. 2.2 million. 2.2 million against the 160? This team's got some opportunity. Okay. Okay. My ODH team is just going to die instantly. Rufus with Albus. ODH and Faceless. Okay, Pet, Axel. Axel, doesn't matter. Chorus. I'm surprised I did that much damage. That's pretty cool. There was a time that I wasn't doing that much damage. 5K. Nice. There was a time when I wasn't doing that much damage with my main team against the 160. So that's pretty cool. I got one attack left. This is basically just throwaway, whatever. Alvinor, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Blah, 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 blah. Do Alvinor with ODH? Yeah, some guy, I think I tried that 2 weeks ago and it was terrible on your suggestion. The problem with my ODH team is my my Orion dies too fast. My Orion isn't doing enough damage quick enough. So almost 8.2 million damage. Not bad. Not bad. I definitely think that I could have done better had I maybe logged in earlier this morning, I guess. I don't know. Let's see if we can finish off Zhu. We cannot finish off Zhu. How about... Where are we at with Aurora? Still a little ways away with Aurora. Oh, I guess I can go collect the... go collect some rewards here. I don't think that that's going to help, but let's take a look here. Let's see. Isaac is good. Aurora, still need some of those sigils. Still need Marksman's sigils. We're stuck for a little while there. Stuck for a little while there. Can't use that at all. I guess I could do that. Sure. Okay. I should probably level up the Marksman's branch. Can't do support yet. Way too far off. So I guess Marks person or control. Yeah. There we go. That'll give me a little bit more resource that I absolutely do not need. Using Orion with Chorus? Okay, cool, cool, cool. My ODH team isn't ready for OSH 150 either. Still did 60x the damage you did with ODH. We'll get there. Get there. Last thing that we can talk about today before we kind of sign off for the weekend. Foundations of Power. Titan Skin Stone event. We've had it a couple of times. I would recommend potentially saving all the skin stones that you get. Right? Save them all. Save all the skin stones. Right. Like 99% sure that we're going to have level up Titan skins as one of the tasks in the Rigel event next weekend. Right? You're going to spend the skin stones... What's 5 days of Guild War? or 6 days of Clash of Worlds with slightly weaker Titans. Consider saving them. I'm not saying you should. I've been saving Titan Skin Stones for a bit. Didn't even use them in the last Fight Night event. Oh, fair enough. Do you think we should save or just use on our main Titans? Oh, Yusuf, you should definitely use them on your main Titans. And that's the thing, is like, if the quest says that you can level up if you can level up the skin of any Titan, then what is the benefit, aside from a couple of days of being slightly stronger? What's the benefit of saving them? Well, a little bit extra event resources when the event goes live next weekend, compared to having slightly stronger Titans now, right? I could definitely see it both ways. Now, if the event is level up skins of Darkness Titans, or level up skins of Light Titans, because it's a Light Titan event, or level up the skin of Rigel specifically, then obviously we're going to feel bad about saving, right? We're going to feel bad about saving the skin stones until then, because, you know, especially if you're not leveling up Light Titans. Go first with the Tank Titan. I think maxing Hyperion skins the most important. And then your tank. And then your tank for sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on dumping into Titan potions. I'm going to try to get a good amount of Titan potions saved up. A couple 100,000 maybe. Charlie, any chance you can find out from devs if they are truly not doing any soulstone? So, Robert, I asked them directly. I asked them directly a week ago. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I asked them directly. I was like, "Hey, are we done with this? People are curious about, you know, how they're going to get soulstones for all these tasks, you know, all these events. You know, what happened to them? We used to have them like once a week, sometimes twice a week. We would have hero soulstone events." Anthony says we should get more events so we can get Titan Skin Stones to save up for these events for the new Titans instead of just the one event before the new Titan event. Win trading. Collusion. Don't like it, play better. In Clash of Worlds, I went 5 for 5 this time. We are facing off against a team that is certainly a little weaker than we are. I had a cleanup the other day using my weak Titan team, and then I went 4 for 4. Pretty good stuff. I fought a Water Titan team. Their water totem was a good amount stronger than mine, but I persevered. Pretty straightforward mage team. I was a little afraid of Amira in there, so I threw in my Rufus. Because I was a little afraid. Ended up slowing me down a lot. You know, Rufus slows down your Isaac production. We finished the war so quickly. How'd that happen? This one was a struggle here. A Twins team. By the way, this guild had a ton of Twins teams on defense. A ton. More than one. Too much. So I went back to the old Kark. I went back to the old Kark lines that used to work against the Twins all the time. Kai, Faceless, Sebastian. Before Isaac was a thing. Kai, Isaac, Kai, Faceless, Sebastian was my go-to for Kark to clean out these Twins. Yeah. And then actually, let's those two are pretty straightforward. This is the fight that I wanted to show you. Kind of a little worried about this one, though. I mean, look at these power levels. These guys are way weaker than the teams that I'm used to going up against, right? I'm used to dealing with like 900 and 1 million power level teams. But I thought I'd show you this fight at the very least. One of them got solo Leaned. You're a terrible person, Raven. Just rubbing salt in the wounds. If any team can be solo Leaned, it sucks. Change my mind. Oh, Yusuf, without question. The teams are just so weak, though, like across the board. I thought for sure that the mixture of Celeste, Zhu, and Yasmin was going to blow up my Corvus real fast. But, you know, kind of a weaker team compared to the might of my Martha, Zhu, Nebula core. Obviously, my Helios is in there to counter the Yasmin and the Zhu. Corvus is in there to obliterate Yasmin if he stayed alive. I was surprised. I thought my Corvus was going to die like immediately there. Pretty happy. I'm pretty happy about the development of my off teams. Pretty happy. You had some lucky crits? Oh, definitely. Too much RNG in this game. For sure. We're ranked 70 right now. I'm curious what we'll end up with after today's victory. Today's victory? Tomorrow's victory, I suppose. And, you know, obviously we don't have our score from today on here yet, but it looks like we're going to get first place. If Excelsior and Dark Legacy both got maxed points today, we would still win. We'd still be in first place. If we didn't win trade, we would have 180 points less. Let's see. Would that have mattered? 180 points. Just barely. They would be in first place by 2 points. All right. I guess win trading does affect the league standings a little bit. After we sweep, we'll have a huge jump. Yeah. That's assuming, by the way, that's assuming that both teams would have gotten the same score today and yesterday. Right. That's assuming that we would have gotten the same score today as we did yesterday, as we do now, I suppose. Sorry, RNG. Math is wrong. Michael, how's my math wrong? 68 point difference. So we would have gotten, well, 100 actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong team. It's 180. Random number generator. I fix it. RNG is random number generator. We would have 140 less points, hypothetically. 140 fewer points would put us at 48-13. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Compared to 48-85. I mathed the wrong direction. Yeah. But again, that's assuming that Excelsior does today the same that we do today, right? So we'll see. We'll see if it matters. If we end up winning by more than 120 points, then the win trading wouldn't have affected anything. We'll see what happens with DA. Yeah. Right. I'm not sure who Divine Awakening is fighting today, but I mean, they're already benefiting here from the win trade. Yeah. I'm using banker's math. You know what? I don't usually do math on Monday, so I'll take what I can get. Excelsior is on mobile too. I hate that guild. Is it? It's probably not the same guild though. Win trading is bad, okay? Win trading is bad. It's a video game. Who cares? Well, I guess some people do. I get a lot of hate, a lot of hateful comments. I'm sure I'll get more today. Going bowling tonight. Going bowling tonight. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna watch Black Panther 2, which I cannot think of the name of the movie. It's Black Panther 2. You know what I'm talking about. We're gonna watch that with the boys this weekend. Got a fun birthday party to go to tomorrow night. So it should be a good time. Should be a good time. Wakanda Forever. Is that what it is? Wakanda Forever? Black Panther, Wakanda Forever? Okay. It's all good. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Stay out of the hospital, the newspaper, and jail. But if you find yourself in jail, establish dominance quickly. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.